What's up, guys? I hope you're having a beautiful day. Today I'm going to be telling you 5 things that I learned from anxiety disorder. Now do me a huge favor and hit the like button down below. If you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt, leave me a comment down there. Let me know some things that you have learned from a negative experience in general. It can be anxiety disorder, or depression, or stress, but it can also be death, a death in the family. It can be a divorce or a breakup, you losing a job. Let us know some important life lessons that you have learned from negative situations. Okay, sharing is caring. You could help somebody out down below in that comment section. Also share this if you get a chance to anybody that could use it, all right? And that's kind of the morale and the objective of this video. Something that I had in mind was to let you know that even though for 5 long years I did suffer from anxiety disorders, panic disorder, health anxiety, social anxiety, bouts of depression, I was able to overcome that. I stuck with it. It was a marathon. Recovery was. It took me a year of doing all the right things, which I'll leave my tips, in the description. So be sure to check that out. But it's important to know that I'm not a professional. I'm not a therapist, a psychologist, a counselor. But I did go through that and I overcame it, and you can too. Okay. But you do need to see a professional. If you haven't, please take advantage of that. Do yourself a favor. They can really change things for you, speed up your recovery. I'll leave a link for online therapy in the description as well. So make sure that you try that out. It's free to sign up, okay? And you can choose from a lot of different people. They'll do an evaluation and see who's best for you. And it's a lot more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can do it on the phone or your laptop or PC. So take advantage of that resource, okay? So let's jump right into this, guys. The number one thing that I learned from my anxiety disorders was that life and reality can change very, very fast, all right? Before I had my first panic attack that lasted 6 hours and had adrenaline pumped out into my body, I did not know that the next 5 years were gonna be that miserable, and they were. In fact, things got worse. But before this moment, I had a lot of friends. I was going out all the time, probably more than I should. I actually think some of this led to increased anxiety. But I would go to parties. I had a girlfriend at the time that I was happy with. I had school in my life. I was going to college. I had a good job. I was an assistant manager, and that job was heading in the right direction. I had everything that I could ask for at the time. Things were great. Everything changed whenever I developed anxiety disorder. My life changed just like that. And this can show you that in life, anything can change, okay? Not all good things last. And I'm not saying that to make you upset, but to appreciate things whenever things are good. See, now I don't have anxiety disorder. I appreciate my life, my family, my job, everything that I have, helping you guys. I love that. I love that part of my life. But things can change with a diagnosis. Things can change with you getting laid off from your job, developing anxiety disorder, having a panic. Things can change very, very quickly, and I learned that, all right? That's something that I, took for granted in the beginning, okay? Don't be like me, all right? That kind of leads me to the next one. I learned to appreciate and live in the moment. People with anxiety disorders, what do? We are worried about the past, something that we cannot change, or we are worried about the future, that in some ways we can try to set ourselves up well for the future. And, I try to do that, and I encourage you guys to do that, but you do need to realize, like I mentioned just earlier, things can change just like that. Your plans that you've been working on for a long time, they're at the mercy of whatever this universe is gonna, do. It's at the mercy of fate. You need to realize that things can change and you're not in control of everything. So stop trying to be in control. The best thing that you can do is live in the moment. Something that I learned and I'm still learning now. That's the good thing. I never stop growing. I keep trying to learn new things. But living in the moment was something that really helped me in my recovery. Enjoy the company of people around you, enjoy, your wife, okay, or your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your family coming over. Enjoy those little moments. Enjoy those little moments with your kids, something else that's special, because I see how fast they grow up. It is crazy. So I try to live in the moment whenever I'm around my kids. Enjoy your food, savor every bite, slow your eating down, okay, and really enjoy the taste. Watch your favorite movies, listen to your favorite music, do your hobbies, do them as much as you can, okay? Savor everything, the sunlight, the moonlight, okay? Trees, birds, animals, wildlife, anything. Live in the moment and realize how amazingly lucky you are to be in this moment and to experience it, especially if things are going good. Hey guys, number 3 is I learned how mentally strong I was, Don't let anybody tell you that you're weak-minded if you have anxiety disorder. That's like a huge pet peeve for me. Some of the most brilliant people, the smartest people on this planet, some of the just in generally strong people on this planet deal with depression, anxiety, stress. So don't let anybody tell you that. Anxiety can be a learned behavior. Some of us didn't have the greatest teachers or role models. That doesn't show that you're mentally weak. It just shows that you need some direction. We all can use direction regardless on our mental capacity. Also, studies show that people with higher IQs, brilliant people, deal with anxiety even more, deal with depression even more, okay? So that's another thing. So don't let anybody tell you that you're weak-minded. That's something that I hate. And I got bombarded with that whenever I was dealing with my panic attacks. That couldn't be further from the truth. But I really started to find out how strong I was mentally whenever I started to recover from anxiety, because I thought I was dying every single day. That did toughen me up in some ways more than I desired to be toughened up. It really hardened my heart in some ways. I thought I was dying every single day. And that's something that you have to be mentally tough to handle. I literally thought I was dying every single day. And then the process of actually overcoming anxiety and realizing that I had to put the negatives behind me and that it's gonna be a bumpy road, in recovery, because not every day is sunshine. When you're recovering from anxiety, you can easily go back. So it was a very, difficult road. It was a difficult battle, but I overcame that, and I've been anxiety disorder free ever since. So I realized that I was a strong person mentally to actually overcome this. Number 4, I learned a lot about health in general, whether that be nutrition, exercise, risk factors for certain things, diseases, treatments for diseases, and a lot of this came from negative times, on Google. I was always Googling diseases, whether that be heart disease or cancer. Then I would Google treatments for those because I believed that I had those. I know it sounds irrational, but that was the way I thought. And then whenever I was trying to recover and get better, I learned so much about nutrition. I learned how to eat right. I learned how important exercise was. So that's some positive things that did come from anxiety disorder, believe it or not. Now that I'm not obsessive about any of that, I can use those tools that I gained from that obsessive part of my life, if that makes any sense. And number 5 is that I needed to grow. A good friend of mine, Alicia Dowell, she was on this channel a long time ago, but she said that anxiety is a sign that we need to grow, and I just thought that was so beautiful. It was beautifully put, and I've always thought about that ever since. But I learned that I needed to change. I needed to grow up. I needed to change the way that I handle adversity. And in some ways, I think that's what anxiety is. It's a negative way of dealing with change, dealing with adversity. And I wasn't caught up. I wasn't where I needed to be in life. So this was something that happened to me. And until I did grow up, until I did make changes, whether that be my nutrition, my exercising, my diet, just being a more positive person, I wasn't going to recover. So I'm thankful for that, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you got anything from it, please make sure that you hit the like button. And again, leave me a comment down below. It's super important. I hope you check out the description. There's tons of resources there. But I love you guys. And until next time, I will talk to you later.